Oh man, this truck is gonna piss me off. All right, so I've done the don't touch that radiator. Fuel injectors, just to find that this thing that I just put on here is bad, just like this thing that I just put on here was bad. And I've had 3 on here, well, 2 on here, I guess. This is the second one that I've put on here myself in the last, I don't know, month. And the other one died. That one seems to be holding up all right, or at least it has today. That thing has failed, and I ordered that online, and they're like, oh, if you send it back, we'll give you in-store credit, and you can go order it again and wait fucking 2 weeks for it to get here. Fuck that. So I went and bought one at the parts store. We're going to put that on. That is a 4mm, one of these guys. And these things are a pain in the ass to get out of here. Sorry, I'm smoking a joint. But, so you want to get them in there like that. That valve cover is hot as fuck, so don't touch that. You want to get them in there like this, and you got like a pretty good turn on these front 2. The back one is a bitch, because you got to like hook it around. I don't know if you can see me over there. You got to hook it around and kind of line it up with where that screw is. See if I can get that in a better... You can hook around and get it kind of like that. As you can see there, I actually did turn it. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I am turning it. So it is doable to get that without taking the fuel rail off. And to take the fuel rail off, you got to take this off. That has to come off. The mount for the throttle cable and all that's got to come off. You got to pull the intake itself. You got to take that wiring harness loose and that fuel rail loose to get enough play on this fuel rail to get it loose. And then you only get this up like 2 inches before you're like disconnecting the fuel lines and everything else. And I mean, it's still a pain in the ass, don't get me wrong. So I almost think it's easier this way with a little 4mm. And this is a tiny little guy. I mean, look, it only comes to my first little vertice or whatever in my hand. I can't think of the name of that, but the first little joint in my first finger there. I mean, it is like a short little wrench. But that little guy... Here, we'll show you the size on that so you guys can double check me. I ain't got a tape, but there you go. It's almost about halfway across the O. That's the perfect length right there. Just so happened to come in like a $5 set of Allen keys from Ross. So good on them, I guess, for that. But yeah, so you can get them. You can get them out of there without doing all the fun stuff, but it's still a pain. I took the rag there to make sure that the fuel doesn't drip out on anything, and the only thing I've removed, see, my only tool here is a screwdriver. I've literally only pulled off these hoses here. This hose here I just tucked up under here to get it out of my way because things in my way piss me off, and I shoved all the spark plug wires down in here. Seems like they're pretty free floating, but I just tuck them down in there and they kind of get out of my way for a little bit. This one you can even tuck around there like that. I don't know what kind of wires you got, but fuck, these are probably the original ones. That's scary on a 91, but this thing's only got 80,000 on it, so I mean, that's what you get. But yeah, so you can tuck that all down there. That way you ain't got to pull no fuel rail off, and all the fuel just drip down into this, and it'll soak up really well. But yeah, it's quite literally about a 45-minute job, other than I keep burning myself on this valve cover. But we're going to wait for it to cool off just a little bit more, because I literally just got here like 10 minutes ago. And I'm going to finish up this little guy right here, and we're going to get that replaced. And hopefully, like everybody's been saying, and like the black smoke coming out of my exhaust indicates, that should be the fix, is getting that replaced again. And then I'll send that back, and they can give me a store credit or whatever. But I have the other part in the floorboard, so I'm just going to replace it with the auto parts store one that I got from AutoZone.